Thanks so much, Tracy. You're listening to 96.1. This is CBC Radio 1 at 17 minutes to 6 o'clock. And next, another Mainstreet studio session with PEI band Boxer the Horse.
Remember when you were here before, and your heart was as cold as ice? You told them all you were beautiful, just 'cause he had you for a decent price. I threw the money to the floor, I got you into that dress, and with no one to impress, your brother pretended to follow you, all just to rattle your cage. I don't believe it. We rolled into the bed, you were hardly here. The old apartment isn't far from home. He pedals by on a bicycle and breaks a bottle in the pouring rain. While the technicians take apart your brain. He took your sister to the dance, and then he shook her to the core. Oh no, this film's a total bore, and this drive-in theater is a wasteland, all just to rattle your cage. I don't believe it. Fell off the Ferris wheel, you were hardly here, all just to rattle your cage. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Bravo! Thank you so much for coming in this afternoon. That's Boxer the Horse with Rattle Your Cage. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to go through the introductions here. We've got Jeremy Goody or Gaudet. Take your pick.
I will take any. It's usually subjective to,
right.
to who I'm asking.
And you seem to be all multi-instrumentalists. You're on guitar,
Yep.
Jeremy, and then we've got Andrew Woods, who is playing guitar today, and you play drums as well, do you, Andrew? Or you've made kind of a switch there?
That's a thing of the past, but sometimes, yeah.
Right. Isaac Neily, who does play drums and he's playing a tambourine today, so percussion as well, and keys as well, and Christian Ledwell on bass in the background there. Hi there.
Hi.
It's congratulations on the new CD. Now, tell me about the title. Did you actually record in France, or do you have? Are you saving up for a residence there?
We wish. That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of touches of kind of French culture on the record. There's a few French lyrics, few references to Montreal. Andrew lives in Montreal now, actually,
right.
and
Bonjour.
Christian and I are fanatics of 1960s French pop too, so it just kind of works. So it was a kind of a hint for a Parisian club to come take us on.
Well, I was wondering about your musical influences as well, going into this CD. Did they change at all from your first project, or what do you?
I wouldn't say that well, I guess so. Yeah. The last record was characterized by a lot of 1960s style bands like the Kinks and the Beatles and the Stones, and we still listen to them, but we were kind of trying to do something a little different than that this time. So yeah, we were listening to, I guess, a bit more of 80s bands like the Smiths and the Pretenders and stuff like that.
We're also the kind of guys that are just constantly listening and finding new music, so I think that is always what influences us the most. And I don't think we'll ever stay in one spot too long.
Yeah. So. Now, and you recorded this CD with Alec O'Hanley again as your producer?
That's right.
Yeah. Now, with Andrew, you're living in Montreal. A couple of you work 9 to 5. So how do you bring it all together to actually make a CD?
Me being unemployed really helps. I'm home for a month now, so we got to spend lots of time in my parents' basement, practicing every night and getting things ready for a tour and whatnot.
And for recording, I guess we recorded before you moved. Is that right or not?
Yeah, we recorded before I moved, and it was in the summertime, and so these guys would, get off work, put their shorts on, hop in the pool, and then we'd head to the studio.
Metaphorically and literally.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was great.
Now, CBC Radio 3 named you Best New Band in 2010, and they are pretty pumped about French residency already. It's getting lots of play there. How important has that relationship been to kind of growing your audience or letting others know about you in the indie scene here in Canada?
I think it's definitely been quite helpful. Places like London, Ontario, we don't know anybody who lives there, but, there are CBC fans who would have heard of us from there, and the internet in general is really helpful for that. But there is a dedication of CBC Radio 3 fans, and you will go to a bar that we're playing at, and they'll be wearing, the CBC Radio hat and keychains or whatever, and they're always really supportive of us.
We forged some good American relationships with people too through CBC Radio 3 in a weird way. Like, there's this guy named Lee who lives in California, and he loves East Coast music on Radio 3.
Oh, yeah?
And he sends us emails all the time, and Denny in Chicago. They're like our biggest fans, and we've gotten them from CBC Radio 3.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And maybe they're listening right now because, of course, we're live streaming on the internet. So
If not,
your fans around the world are probably tuning in.
They'll be asking for it, at least.
That is great. Now, you mentioned touring. You're heading out on tour with a band that is top of the charts on Radio 3 right now, Said the Whale. That's very exciting.
Yeah, we are excited about it. We're going all through, it's more of an East Coast Canadian thing. We're going New Brunswick, Quebec, and Ontario with Said the Whale and Chains of Love. So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
And they're getting so much press these days, too, that I have a feeling it'll be a good tour.
Do you know anything about the title of that group, Said the Whale?
It's like a lot like ours, which is really weird.
And what is the story behind Boxer the Horse? The title of your group.
Or do you want me to...
You're the Orwell expert.
Yeah, that's I had an uncle named Tom, and he had a horse and named Boxer. And then turns out there's a character in Orwell called Boxer the Horse. So it was sort of like a special moment where I realized we need to have a band called that.
And Andrew, you went through a kind of a musical switch, right? You were playing drums?
Yeah, that's right.
And so what has this whole metamorphosis been for you?
It's been awesome. I really liked guitar to begin with, and I've always tried to convey ideas, but not able to at all from behind the drum kit in certain ways, melodically especially. And Isaac was hankering to be sitting on the stool, back on the throne, and tubbing away.
Isaac didn't want to be at the front of the stage playing guitar anymore.
That was
He's very reserved. He likes kind of sitting. He likes to sit down, back, and just watch it.
I think that was the number one motivation, probably. But anyway, we kind of decided to switch, and I think you both, it was fun.
Have more fun on the current instruments too.
Yeah, it's been good for you, Andrew.
Yeah, I love it.
That's great. Do you collectively work on your lyrics, or is it mostly you doing the writing, Jeremy, or how does that happen?
I think I wrote all the lyrics on the record. I always do, but if there's a particular line or something that somebody has issue with or has an idea on to change it, or people will speak up. It's not locked down totally in my control.
Right.
But yeah, I wrote them all for this. I think there might have been one or two that somebody else contributed.
Now, you've got references to Steve McQueen, and I know you're going to be playing Karen Silkwood, but you mentioned the 60s music thing, but obviously there are icons or stories from the 60s and 70s that kind of resonate with you.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of fascinated with pop culture of the past, and for those songs, the two people are brought up for, different reasons. For Karen Silkwood, it was kind of an idea to try and write, like a folk hero song about somebody more current than, a normal old-fashioned folk-styled songs. And I also, on the last record, there was a lot more writing about fictional characters, and I kind of wanted to get away from that on this record, so I guess I chose celebrities from the past.
Real lives.
Yeah.
You've got a big launch tomorrow in Charlottetown.
Yeah.
Charlottetown Legion,
Pownell Street. Be there.
Great venue. And is it Milks and Rectangles that's also playing?
That's right. That's Christian's band. Actually.
Right. Yeah.
And Money in the Banana Stand is another band that's going to be playing as well.
Sounds awesome. And you'll have CDs available there?
CDs, T-shirts, maybe cassette tapes if they're ready.
And you're working on vinyl too, I hear.
Yeah, we got them. They're hot in the press right now. I think the vinyl is being melted and molded. And we'll get them in a month or so.
Well, it's all very exciting. You're going to play Karen Silkwood for us heading out of this?
Yeah, that's right. So this is Karen Silkwood. It's probably, I think it's my favorite song on the record.
It's probably the best song.
And just so people know, they can get your record locally and through contacts online.
Yeah, it's at Back Alley right now, like both of our records. And you can go online to our website. It's boxerthehorse.com.
And at any of our shows as well.
Any of our shows. Or if you just run into us, I always have them in my van.
Excellent. We'll be selling them out of the parking lot right after this. All right. Well, it's terrific to have you in, and I wish you all of the best on your tour and your coming adventures.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Let's have a listen to Boxer the Horse, Jeremy Goody, Andrew Woods, Isaac Neily, and Christian Ledwell from their new CD, French Residency. And this is their song, Silkwood, Karen Silkwood.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in the car where Karen Silkwood was killed. Texas Ranger, won't you marry me still? Should I come over tonight with tears in my eyes? Sedatives in the dashboard of the car where Karen Silkwood was killed. Run off of the road, headlights shine on our new area code. Giving a crash course to the task force. The New York Post won't print my baby's name. I'm gonna drive my baby to Crescent tonight. And when I'm ready, will you marry me still? Should you come over tonight with the radio on? A pack of clothes in the back, I wouldn't dare adjust that dial. 'Cause I'm your white knight under the glow of the city lights. Giving a crash course to the task force. The New York Post won't print my source's name. Tell me when the last time was that you all saw her lonely ghost dancing at the banquet hall. Nervously took her hand as everyone stared, knowing she wasn't there.
That is Boxer the Horse with Karen Silkwood, and that is from their new CD, French Residency. The launch takes place tomorrow evening in Charlottetown at the Legion, and we have posted links online as well, so you can check out Boxer the Horse, or just go to our Facebook or Twitter feed or our webpage. Just look for Mainstreet PEI in any of those places, and you'll find more information. We're shooting some video as well, and that will be up soon. You can check out YouTube for our sessions with Ian Sherwood and Paper Lions. That's all posted as well. That's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for listening. For Eva O'Hanley and Lloyd McDonald, I'm Karen Mayer. Take good care of each other. Good stuff.
Great, thanks. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you. It was great for us too.
Yeah, did you enjoy it?